No matter where you come from, no matter where you're going, here's a place where you can take comfort in the knowing that whether if you've come to stay a while or just passing through, this door is open to you. Come and let's be silent. Come and share a hug. Come, let's pray together. Come, love and be loved. From the blissed out to the turned out, from the pampered to the abused, this door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. The God in you. Whether you're black or white, gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you. If there's some kind of trouble or pain you're going through, know that you are not alone and someone cares for you. As an individualization of divine point of view, this door is open to you. Oh, this door is open. This door right here is open for you. This door is open to you. This door. I'm talking about this door. I said this door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. The God in you. Whether you're black or white or gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you.
Me? Good morning, everyone. I am so glad that you decided to be with us today. Now, I'm going to give you a homework assignment because I'm the teacher here. When you hear Eddie Watkins Jr. singing, I want you to learn those words because that's our affirmation of how we welcome people. This door is open to everyone, and we are so glad that you are in the building and that you are here to see them. This is your time to hug one another. This is your time to greet one another and to say, I am so thankful that you are here right now at CSL Visalia. And I'm grateful because I know today is going to be a day filled with inspiration. I can't wait to hear what Clark has to say today in the message he's going to bring. I cannot wait to hear the music that we have in store today. There is some stuff happening today at CSL Visalia, and I'm grateful for it. But I would be remiss if I didn't remind us that the number one thing that we are grateful for today is freedom. This is the day that we lift up those veterans that gave their all, that sacrificed everything so that we could assemble today, that we could have the audacity to have a spiritual community that's a little bit different than the mainstream community that's out there. We wouldn't be able to celebrate today, to be together today, were it not for the freedoms our elder veterans fought for to make possible for us to be here today. So we lift that up. The other thing, I'm gonna do a little bit of the announcement kind of job here because there is something coming up that I want you all to be a part of. There is a dynamic class that is called the Principles of Financial Freedom. The word freedom is in it. And it's answering the question for you in your life right now. Are you living a prosperous life? And if not, why not? Are you living in fear that something might happen if to Social Security or your veterans benefits or something else that would put you in a compromising situation? If so, I want you to be in this 8-week class called the Principles of Financial Freedom. Often, when this class is offered at one of the CSL centers across the country, it comes with about a $225 tuition to be in the class. For a time such as this, I'm offering this class free. This class is being offered on a love donation basis. It's going to be virtual, so you'll be able to come together. And so I want you to pay attention a little bit later on this morning when Donna offers up a little bit more information about the principles of financial freedom. But know that it starts Monday evening, June 2nd, and it goes through Monday evening, July 21st. It's going to be 6 to 9 p.m. rather, on Monday evenings via Zoom, but it's free. And if you believe in this philosophy, this faith that we live by, and absolutely know that this stuff works, then you're going to want to be in that class, because I know you want to live a prosperous, principled life where prosperity gives you the power to do whatever you want, whenever you want, in whatever way that you want. That's the art that's taught in the Principles of Financial Freedom. So be there. So thank you. I know that there are a lot of places that you could be on a Sunday morning. I am so thankful that you chose to be here. Just as I am thankful for those that are watching on YouTube or Facebook. If this is the first time you're with us, know that I see you, I appreciate you, and I thank you for taking the time to be a part of our community today. I want you to set your intention to be inspired today. Be inspired by the possibilities of the classes coming up and the things coming up. Be inspired by the music that you hear today. Be inspired by the spoken word that's brought to you today. So know that you are loved, know that you are welcome, and I can't wait to hear more about what's going on at CSL Visalia. So here's Donna with the announcements.
Yes, thank you, Reverend Jack. I'm going to show you a slide about that great class in a little bit. First, I want to tell you about our wonderful musicians today, Eric and Nina. Eric was the music director here for a short time 25 years ago. So be sure to say hello to him afterwards. And they're wonderful, and Kevin brought them in, so how fun to have them here today. So let's go to announcements. So Juneteenth is coming up. We've celebrated here the last 2 years Juneteenth. And this year, the city of Visalia has decided to do their first Juneteenth celebration. So we're collaborating with them. And we're adding some of the things that we think are important, like talking about we're going to sing the Black National Anthem, which I didn't even know existed until we started doing it here. We're going to do this wonderful little slideshow of Edmund Weisinger, and I told you about him last time. He lived here. He integrated Visalia schools got it done in California, and his court case was then used in Brown versus Education to integrate all schools in the nation. He was a Visalian, so that's, I don't know, it's very, very interesting that that person was here. So I hope you can come. It's June 19th from 4:30 to 7 at the Whitendale Community Center. The Whitendale Community Center is not on Whitendale. So you have to find it because it's sort of hidden away in a nice little neighborhood. We'll have music. Buddy's going to be there with drumming. Tino's going to be there doing a blessing. So you'll see a lot of the people that you recognize. So think about it. It's Thursday, 19th, 4:30, and we'll keep announcing it. Okay, our baby contest starts next week. Now, this will be the third year of our baby contest. The first year, the babies were all dogs. Last year, we had 2 young children and a cat. And this year, so far, we have Lori and her dog, Sima and a dog this time, and maybe Gigi's back in. So Gigi won the first year. Well, that's Gwen's wonderful Gigi, who is here today, not even noticing that we're talking about her. So there's a sign up on the back. If you have a young child, young grandchild, oh, here's one of our, I just announced, Lori, that your dog is in the baby contest. And we need a few more. So we want 2 or 3 more. If you've got animals, young children, lizard, whatever. Let's get really interesting here. And sign up on the back sheet and send me a picture, because we want to put these are last year's people. We want to put this year's up by next week. So it'll be fun. It's our fundraiser we've done now, and we've raised a little bit of money, and we have so much fun because each person that enters their animal or child, then they do fundraisers. Bring food, do movie nights, do different things, and you can be as clever as you want to raise money for your animal. Or I keep saying animals. Maybe we'll get children. So be part of it. The Explorers discussion group is going to be really interesting next Sunday. Explorers meets the first Sunday of every month, and we talk about all kinds of interesting things that aren't mainstream kind of Christianity things. This time we are all getting books, and we're going to be talking about what is the real story behind the crucifixion and the resurrection. And I keep telling you, I went over my book again. The book I'm reading says it was all stories. Not necessarily true at all. So I'm waiting to hear what other people have to say about what they're reading. There are books in the back that Evelyn has brought. Borrow one, sign up so that she knows who has her book. Read the part on the crucifixion and resurrection, and then come and talk about it after service next Sunday. It'll be fascinating, I think, discussion. And then here is Reverend Jack's class. Principles of Financial Freedom. There is a flyer on the back that has that registration link. It's a heart and soul registration link. So when you register, it says you can do it either in person or online. Because it's in Oakland, you can't do it in person. So you just register for online. It's be very easy. And welcome more people. We got a good crowd today for Memorial Day weekend. That's great. So there is a flyer on the back seat. It starts a week from tomorrow. So get your flyer, and hope to see a lot of you in that class. And now I will turn it over to Sima, who is greeting all her friends.
Good morning. Thank you, Donna, for those announcements. Now we're going to go ahead and move forward to reading our mission statement as a group. So if everyone will read along with me. Center for Spiritual Living Visalia is the place everyone comes together, connecting in love and learning how to create abundant, joyful, and peaceful lives. Thank you so much. And now we'll be moving forward to our very first song, Here for a Reason.
Okay, James.
As I look around this world, the darkness is clear. People are just not seeing all the light that is here. We are here for a reason, to love and to grow, to shine a light in the darkness. I want you to know I believe in you, and I believe in me. So let's go, realize the truth of you. All and everything flows through you. Recognize what you can do and let go. Every thought you have, every action you take, moves you further or holds you back through the choices you make. We are here for a reason, to love and to grow, to shine a light in the darkness. I want you to know I believe in you, and I believe in me. So let's go, realize the truth of you. All and everything flows through you. Recognize what you can do and let go. Growing is knowing that we are vibration and frequency. Our self-identity, we are spirit, eternal spirit, connected to our spirit, vibration and frequency. All that is, has been, and ever will be. Vibration and frequency. All inside of you.
Absolutely incredible. That was amazing. Thank you so much. So that was actually a song written by the musician themselves. Thank you so much. What a treat. It's amazing the things we can do when we believe in ourselves. That is amazing. Speaking and believing in ourselves, Science of Mind has 14 what we believe statements. Each month we look at one of them. If I could please have y'all read along this next what we believe statement with me. We believe in the incarnation of the Spirit in man, and that all men are incarnations of the one Spirit. Thank you so much. Now we'll be moving forward to our diversity quote. If I could please have Carol come up here. Thank you.
Thanks, Simon, and thank you. Every week we have a challenging quote. For the last month, we've been having questions. Are you curious? And each week was a different quote. And you may remember that last week we had Tino showing us, expressing to us, explaining to us about generational trauma. Week 4, here we are. The quote is, when will we be sufficiently curious and invested in each other to call forth a world that works for all? And I have some guidance in how to answer that. I found it on the wonderful World Wide Web. It's CSL posting our global vision. This is how you take steps toward a world that works for everyone first. And I don't know if I'm going to have slides. Oh, there you go. First, we envision all people, all beings, and all life as expressions of God. Next, we see a world in which every person lives in alignment with his or her highest spiritual principle, emphasizing unity with God and connection with each other, a world in which individually and collectively we are called to a higher state of consciousness and action. Now, there are many things listed here. I'm just going to read one more. We envision humanity awakening to its spiritual magnificence and discovering the creative power of thought, a world where every person discovers his or her own personal power and ability to create an individual life that works within a world that works for everyone. I encourage you to look on the web, find this entire list. It's food for thought for weeks. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Carol, for reading those diversity quotes with us today. Next, we'll be moving forward to our congregational song. If everybody would like to stand and sing along to the song, which is Spirit in the Sky. Thank you so much.
When I die and I'm ready to rest, gonna go to the place that's the best. When I lay me down to die, going up to the spirit in the sky, going up to the spirit in the sky. That's where I'm gonna go when I die. When I die and I'm ready to rest, I'm gonna go to the place that's the best. Prepare yourself, you know it's a must. Gotta have a friend in Jesus.
Am I turned on? Am I turned on? Excellent. Excellent. Good morning, Visalia. I am delighted to be here, though I'm not exactly sure how much I agree with the theology of the last song. I so appreciate the joyfulness and the playfulness and the sense of accepting and wonder. Were you here when Reverend Sandy was the minister? Oh, what a golden age. I owe you a debt because this is my spiritual home. This is the place where I found Science of Mind. And it exists because of the work you did when Sandy established this center. When you helped to build up this place, you laid the foundation for me and my spiritual growth. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I've just gotten back from France. I spent 16 days in France. My sister and I flew into Paris, spent 3 days, took the train to Versailles, rented a car, and drove to Cannes and Nice and everything in between. Then back up to Chamonix, where I took the dual gondolas to the highest point in France and sat on top of the world. And it was a wonderful experience, and I'll tell you all about it when I'm not taking up everybody's time with our talk, because I really do want to get to our message today. Our talk today is supposed to be, because, the organization gives us suggestions. Overcoming silence for collective and individual liberation. Now, overcoming silence has never been my personal issue. Shutting me up's pretty much more the challenge. As a matter of fact, I have often resonated with a childhood story that I'm going to tell you. It's the story of the wide-mouthed frog. The wide-mouthed frog became a mother, and she was tired of feeding her babies flies. So she decided to ask other animals what they feed their babies. She went to the mouse and she said, "Mama Mouse, what do you feed your babies?" And the mouse said, "Well, I feed my babies nuts and berries." "Oh, that will never do." Then she goes to the bird. And she says, "Mama bird, what do you feed your babies?" And the mama bird says, I feed my baby seeds and worms." "Oh, that will never do." Then she goes to the goat. "Mama goat, what do you feed your babies?" And the goat says, "Well, when they're young, I feed them milk, and when they get older, they learn to eat hay." And the wide-mouthed frog says, "That will never do." Down by the riverside, she says to the alligator, "Mama alligator, what do you feed your babies?" And the alligator looks at her and says, "Wide-mouthed frogs." "Oh, that will never do." Believe it or not, that was one of the very first jokes I ever learned when I was in junior high. Yes, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away when I was in junior high. But I fully understand this whole overcoming silence thing is a challenge for some people because everybody's not built like me. For some people, there's a fear of speaking up, a resistance to stand out, a deep conviction that if they get too far out on that limb, someone is going to saw it off and they're going to suffer the consequences. For some, they feel emotionally constrained. Oh, that feeling of not wanting to go on to out on the limb for it to be, might be sawed off, that's just fear. Just fear. And there's a lot of acronyms for fear. F everything and run. That's, one of them. And false evidence appearing real, but that's just fear. For some people, they feel emotionally constrained, as if they know they should speak up over issues that their families instilled in them as values when they were young. But they are simply so uncomfortable that they spend all their time and energy and in that discomfort rather than doing what they feel is expected of them. That's obligation. So there's fear, F, and obligation, O. Still, for others, they see a vast difference between their blessings and the challenges of others, and they become immobilized. How dare I speak out for my unsheltered friends and neighbors when I live in an absolute palace compared to them? Who am I to speak out for transgendered people being erased when I've been fortunate enough to be born cisgendered in a community that values how I happen to express myself? It's sort of a survivor's guilt syndrome that some people are suffering from. Survivor's guilt is that sense of feeling of guilt or remorse experienced by someone who has survived a traumatic event when others did not. Now, that's not a formal diagnosis, but it's a common reaction to such situations. It's often described as feeling lucky to survive when others did not, feeling lucky to be blessed when others aren't, and having that sense be somehow debilitating. That is the real source of guilt. G, guilt. Then there are people that spend their time listening to the world bark at them. You must, you should, the world needs you to speak up. If you fail to step up, you should be ashamed of yourself. That is shame. Fear, obligation, guilt, and shame are the fogs that keep us from living and walking and expressing ourselves in the light. They're the fogs that obscure the reality of who we really are. So, my encouragement to you, as I encourage you to break whatever silence you may be struggling with, is step out of the fogs. Walk in the sunshine. Feel the warmth and the caring and the compassion for others on your face and skin and deep in your soul. Speak up for the liberation of all, the liberation of others, not from any outside influence, but instead from a deep conviction that to do so is good, and the absolute knowledge that you too are an expression of good. In the beginning, when creation happened, he, she, they who created only had one substance to work from. Nothing else existed except the very substance of the divine. And so everything that is created, everything that is walking, every person that I'm looking in your face, each one of you are an expression of that divinity. And my job here today is to remind you of it. You know, I find it an interesting thought that about a year before each of us were born, the divine had a conversation with itself and said, this whole thing that's going on, it is lacking something. There's something else that needs to be added to the mix in order to make this place move more towards its perfection. And that thing was you. The universe is not complete without you. The universe decided to express itself as a force of good. And that good is what you see in the mirror every morning when you look in it. Now, you may not experience that as good if you had a bad night the night before, or if you had too much tequila the night before and you're looking at yourself in the mirror. It's not necessarily, the reflection may not exactly be what you want it to be, but you are an expression of good in this world. You know, I decided to start a spiritual practice many years ago, considering I am the wide-mouthed frog. I decided that my spiritual practice was going to be that when I saw the good in the world, I would say it. Now, there aren't very many times and places where it makes me uncomfortable, but I decided to have a spiritual practice that when I see the good in the world, I will say it, no matter how uncomfortable it makes me. Watch out when you give yourself any kind of challenge or path and then you say, no matter what. Spirit takes that as a challenge and just brings you to the places to challenge you. So, when I see a lovely young mom correcting her kid lovingly in the grocery store, I will walk up to the young mom and I will say, good parenting. It encourages me to see that. I know. First time I did that, it was like this internal conflict with spirit. I am not walking up to a stranger and saying something like that. And then I thought, what if this young mother really needed to hear that? When I see someone making a bold fashion statement, I will say, oh, you are rocking those heels. Now, I have the advantage of being a gay man, so I can say all kinds of things to women, and they know that I'm not trying to get anything out of them. I'm simply expressing my joy at their expression. But I will go up and say, you are rocking those heels, or, ooh, your nails are fierce. Ugh. When I see someone who has made themselves a walking billboard for a cause or an idea, for autism or breast cancer awareness, or a t-shirt that says coexist, or be kind, or a t-shirt with a picture of Dolly Parton on it that says the world needs more dollies, be a dolly. I go up and I say, thank you for sharing your truth. Being reminded of that makes my day better. Even with my big mouth frog nature, it was difficult at the beginning. But for me, it's almost second nature. The only thing that I have difficulty with right now is that people think I'm being a suck-up. I mean, really, sometimes I get really big eye rolls from the people around me. Oh, there he goes again. Flattering people unnecessarily, or whatever they're thinking. They seem to be they seem to be having some judgment. But the odd thing is, I never get eye rolls from the people I'm talking to. I never get eye rolls from the people I'm talking to. People appreciate you seeing the good in them and saying it. So even though the theme of today is overcoming your silence and being able to stand up for justice and rightness and goodness, I want to remind you that we can bring it down to where the rubber meets the road. We are good. We see good. We can focus on that good. And where we focus our attention, things seem to have a tendency to follow. So I speak my truth not for how others react, but because it's what I must do for me. And you get to do the same thing for you. The freedom of finding your voice and using your voice for good is a precious gift you give yourself. You don't have to do it for the shoulds of the world. Somebody comes to me and tells me what I should do, and I look at them and I say, you know what? I try not to should on myself or others. Please don't should on me. Would, could, may have the opportunity, explore, play, fine, but not should. I do it for myself. You give yourself the opportunity to experience yourself as powerful on behalf of those who have been robbed of their power or who have not yet learned to express it. I get to speak, so I get to repeat myself when I want to. The freedom of finding your voice and using your voice for good is a precious gift you give yourself. You give, you give yourself the opportunity to experience yourself as powerful on behalf of those who have been robbed of their power or who have not yet been able to express it. In the Science of Mind statement of beliefs, Ernest Holmes affirms, we believe the ultimate goal of life is to be a complete freedom from all discord of every nature. Bam! And that goal is sure to be attained by all. Now, in the time and day when Ernest Holmes wrote that, it was a forward-looking, progressive environment. I'm not so encouraged at this moment. But deep in my heart, deep, deep, deep in my heart, I really do believe that there is a power for good in this world. And I really do believe that I'm a part of it. And I really do believe that you're a part of it. And I really do believe that no matter how dark the darkness is around us, there's a divine spark, a flame inside of each one of us that can never be extinguished, that can never even be dimmed or sullied. And I'm going to do my best to see it. I'm going to do my best to see it and point it out and say it. The discord that we see around us cannot be overcome without conversation. And a prerequisite for conversation is for us all to find our ability to speak up. I am really fortunate. I have not been given a whole lot of responsibility for the world. I don't have to decide about wars or famines or science. I don't have to choose who lives or dies, or who gets health care or who doesn't, or who is acknowledged as a person or who isn't acknowledged as a person. All I have to do each morning is wake up, get up, suit up, show up, speak up, then sit down and listen up. All I have to do is suit up, show up, stand up, speak up. Then sit down and listen up to keep that conversation going. So today, I am speaking up. And my message to you is really complete in the talk title I chose when I made my little post about my talk today on Facebook. Your voice is worth being heard. You're an expression of the divine. You're put here for a reason, and that reason is for you to be you in all of your fullness. This earth is a better place when we all show up as us. warts and all. You know, one of the advantages of being a slob most of my life, t-shirts and shorts and, is that when I finally clean up, everybody says I look so good. But I went to France. And not out of any kind of obligation, but out of a knowledge of the culture of Paris and Nice, that you're showing respect to the people around you by dressing up. That you dress for lunch, you dress for dinner, and you take 2 hours over lunch. Oh. And, okay, besides that, every meal has a cheese course. The first thing that my son ever quoted from me on his Facebook page was when he said, my dad got the philosophy of life right when he said, life is not worth living without cheese. I'm going to go someplace where I can have where I have a cheese course every day. This is my French clothes. And I bought them because, well, they're snotty in Paris. If you walk around and you have any like athletic gear or logos, or you're wearing sneakers, they will stop you as a man and say, why are you wearing the baskets? Are you going to go play the basketball? Because they call sneakers baskets, because the only time you wear sneakers is when you play basketball. So I had to get shiny black shoes. Thank you. I'm loving life right now. But I didn't do it out of fear of judgment. I did it out of love and respect for the culture that I was visiting. It's the same thing. I bought a whole new wardrobe. And man, did I discover something. I love linen. The shirt, because it's not only how you look, it's the fabrics that you're wearing too. So linen and merino wool. And these are my very, very cheap, wrinkle-free from Amazon slacks. But still, so I'm discovering something about myself, that I like the way I feel in linen and in wool, even though I'm coming to speak in the Central Valley where it was almost 90 degrees yesterday. So today I'm going to have to make sure that I can take this off. Your voice is worth being heard. You are an essential part of this great symphony of life being played all around us. When I first started my practitioner studies, I was challenged to write a treatment where I, as much as my soul could develop, thought about our oneness and how we're an expression of that oneness. And so I wrote, in the great, grand, and glorious symphony of life, I am a note being played in harmony, in perfect clarity, by a maestro on a Stradivari from the golden period. And what I know for myself, I know for you. Your note is worth being heard. One symphony, one note of harmony being played with perfect clarity. I believe that. I believe that with every single cell of my being. And I hope that in my talk today, I've helped you remember that maybe you believe it too. Thank you. Oh, you know what? I'm going to take the opportunity to just do a little science of mind treatment for us right now. Take a deep breath with me. There is only one power, one source, one energy, one life force, one original creative force. And that creative force decided to express as me. And what I know for myself, I know for each and every person in this room, every person online, and every person in the future who's going to be watching a video and still has the opportunity to be impacted by the majestic music this morning. And hopefully can hear a little echo of the truth of what I've said about their value. I am grateful to be able to do this. I am grateful to be able to see and say the good that I see. I am so humbled and grateful to see that good in the eyes of every person I meet and to be able to celebrate it with the people within this center who I feel so connected to and how I receive so much love from. In that gratitude, I focus because that for which I am grateful, more is attracted into my life. What I know for myself, I know for you, and I release this word to law, knowing that it is so, and so it is.
Thank you, Mr. Clark Hawley, for such a wonderful speech today. Thank you for sharing your gift of voice with us. And now we'll move forward to our gift of song for our special music, which is The Love.
Somebody's song.
This started out as a song to put my daughters to sleep. The music was. And then at the same time, I was attending the spiritual center here. So this was written in '96, and the words are from the spiritual center, basically. I read some words today. They were words I'd heard before. And I am sure that somewhere, someday, I will hear of them once more. Now I look up and I see your face, and the words become so clear. I see the love for me in your eyes. I think as I draw you near, you've got the love. You've got the love, 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 love. You've got the love, love, love. You've got the love. Of all the roads I have walked in my life. Oops, let me turn this up. Man I am stands with no regrets in front of all that I hold dear. These words I have heard in my mind, and I believe each one is true. That we should love each other with all our might. And with everything we do, for we are the love. We are the love, 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 love. We are the love, love, love. We are the love. Such simple words, but what power they bring. It is what we're all about. children to sing. And they would tell how love is what we are, and that love is everything. For we are the love. We are the love, 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 love. We are the love, love, love. We are the love. Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you so much to our Mr. Eric Peterson for thinking that up in his brain and singing it out to all of us, and to Kevin for helping bring that to life for us. Thank you so much. Between the music and the talk, the energy in this room is just electric. Just standing up here, you can really feel the warmth and the love. Thank you all so much. As we move into the phase of giving in our service today, I will ask our wonderful, beautiful, gorgeous ushers to come join me up here so we can read the prosperity prayer together and get ready to give. Thank you. All right, if y'all will read with me. Today I expect every good thing to come to me, for I know that divine abundance is forever manifesting itself in my affairs. I am keeping my whole mind and thought and expectation open to new experiences, to happier events, to a more complete self-expression. Everything that belongs to spirit, I accept. Everything that partakes of the nature of divine reality, I claim as my own. I identify with success and I prosper in everything I do. As I give thanks for the good now flowing into my life, I gladly share that good with others. The more I give, the more I receive. I experience a deeper consciousness of peace and security, for I know that I am in the embrace of a warm, loving presence. My cup runneth over. I exist in limitless possibility. Thank you. And so it is. All right. Okay. For all of those out in the ether or checking in later in this week, if you would like to donate to the Center for Spiritual Living Visalia, you can join us at cslvisalia.org and click on donate, or you can mail a check to CSL Visalia, 117 South Locust, Visalia, California, 93291. We appreciate all the support and generosity. We'll hold them out. We bless these gifts and give thanks for all the good that they will manifest. And so it is. Thank you all so much.
Okay. I get to close us with a benediction. Before I do so, however, I got a phone call this morning from my dear friend in Hanford, who was supposed to adopt me after the service today and babysit me until my train leaves in Hanford at 3:30. And she's having a horrible migraine and is in a very darkened room. So I am now orphaned. And I need to be adopted. And just, I know people are going to just jump at the chance, because golly jeepers. Okay. May Spirit bless you. May you experience the blessings of Spirit in every moment, in every way. May you feel kept in the loving hands of Spirit. May the Spirit of the divine make its face to shine upon you. May you experience the graciousness of Spirit. May you look at the face of the universe and see a reflection of yourself. And may you have peace. And so it is.
Right.
Guess we don't have Reverend Jack saying that we should gather around and do the peace song, so let's just gather around and do the peace song.